Hey, quick question. Have you ever met someone, talked to them for 20, 30 minutes and thought, wow, this person is so mature. They really know what they're talking about? And maybe they speak clearly, they share smart ideas, they stay calm, and they seem to have all figured it out. I hate to break it to you, that doesn't mean they're actually mature. What you're hearing is just polish, calm tone, and good vocabulary and confidence. It sounds mature, but maturity, that's something that you can't hear in a 30-minute conversation, not in a 3-hour conversation, not in a 10-hour conversation. Real maturity shows when life hits them hard, when they feel frustrated, disappointed, or held accountable for something. So here's the thing. Maturity isn't about sounding smart or composed. It's about how someone responds when things don't go their way. You might see someone in a meeting and they are very calm and they have great arguments and everyone nods. And you think, yeah, this person is mature. Then one day they are triggered. Maybe a project gets delayed or they miss a deadline or someone criticizes their idea. Do they explode? Do they blame others? Or do they pause, think, and respond thoughtfully? That pause, that intentional response, that's the real test. Sounding mature is easy. Anyone can do it for an hour or two. Being mature is difficult. It takes patience, self-awareness, and emotional control. Picture a team meeting and you spend days preparing your presentation and then someone out there criticizes your idea in front of everyone. And your first instinct is to snap, right? Wait, that's wrong. Don't this person know that I've spent so much time on this? Who are they to criticize my work? A mature person, they pause, they ask questions, they say, hey, I hear you, can you explain your reasoning? They stay calm, even when their ego is bruised. And suddenly, instead of tension, the room feels constructive. People trust them more because they handle pressure gracefully. What about home? Let's say your partner or sibling forgets something important, a chore, or picking up the kids, or paying a bill, and you feel frustration bubbling up. Most people just lash out because it's at home, right? While a mature response is to pause, breathe, and say, hey, I'm stressed because this matters to me. Can we figure out a way to fix it together? Do you see the difference? Maturity is how someone acts when their usual strategy doesn't work. It's about controlling your response, not controlling everyone else. Here's the truth that surprises a lot of people. Maturity has nothing to do with age. And I've met people who are in their 50s who lose their cool over small things. And I've met 20-year-olds who stay calm under pressure, think clearly, and respond wisely. It's not about how long someone has lived. It's about how they learn to deal with their emotions, expectations, and disappointments. So if you want to recognize maturity, stop judging by words or appearances and start paying attention to actions under stress. And that's where the real insight is. Now let's flip it. How about you? How do you become more mature in your responses? Here are the few things that I would focus on. Pause before reacting. Your first impulse is almost always emotional. Pause even for a few seconds. Breathe and give yourself space to respond instead of reacting. Name your emotions. Say to yourself, I'm frustrated, I'm disappointed. Naming it removes some of the power it has over you and lets you choose over your responses. And focus on the outcome, not on the moment. Ask yourself this: what response will get me closer to resolving the problem or keeping this relationship healthy? Practice empathy. And even when someone annoys you, ask, why might they be acting this way? It doesn't excuse bad behavior, but it stops your own reaction from escalating. Here's the story. Last week, a colleague missed a deadline. And my first instinct, frustration. But I paused and I asked calmly, hey, what happened? How can we fix this? The conversation stayed constructive. They shared challenges I haven't really considered, and we found a solution together. Maturity is visible in these small choices, the ones that no one notices until things get rough. So the next time you meet someone who seems calm, articulate, and confident, remember that's not maturity, that's just being polished. Real maturity shows when they are frustrated, they are disappointed, or blocked. Pay attention to reactions when people don't get what they want. And that's the real test. And for you, focus on pausing, naming your emotions, and choosing your response. That's how you level up. If you like this, hit the like button, subscribe to Jules Tea Talk, and let me know in the comments. What's one situation where you realized that someone sounded mature but wasn't? Let's talk about it, because we all need to see maturity clearly, both in others and in ourselves.